everybody, I think we're ready to go. Before I do anything, let me say good morning to you.
Good morning.
Morning.
I have two parts to your visit with me, everybody. I'll tell you a little bit about each and every one of these. And when we're done with that, we'll go and have a look at the dogs at work. What I say about each of these will be relatively brief. If any of you want me to say more, let me know. Here, everybody, is Friesland. They come from Friesland, northern Holland, bordering Germany. Milk and the making of cheese. In Ireland, we have neither a history or tradition for making dairy products from sheep or goat milk. But over the last 40 years, we are diversifying. I bought this from a man who milked 400 sheep to make cheese. Here, everybody, is a variety called Wiltshire. They put on a winter coat, same as a cow, same as a horse. Over the summer, that coat will naturally fall. They are not for wool, they're completely lamb Wiltshire. Here, everybody, is border Leicester. The wool is soft enough to make a sweater, but they're much more valuable for their lamb. He has no problem picking up Channel 2 and TV3 with good adjustment.
It's like they know when it's their turn.
And if you have any left over, you can make a sweater for a mouse.
My turn.
Now, everybody, the variety is Hardwick. Hardwick sheep originated in Sweden. The wool is ideal to make carpet. Some of you may visit the Lake District in Britain in your lifetime, and if you do, you'll find the Hardwicks there. They were introduced to that region by Beatrix Potter, the famous children's book writer. Some of you may remember the movie Miss Potter. Renee Zellweger played the part in the movie. Here, everybody, is a variety called Black Welsh. Their wool will go to a sweater or a pullover of natural colour.
Interesting.
It's like a Mitch.
And of course, you already know the milk is for Guinness. Just check and see who's still listening. The most popular variety on the planet, everybody, is called Suffolk. Wherever you go, if sheep are kept, they'll know all about Suffolk.
He's relaxing. Only get up when you want to. Yeah, they show, yeah. Well, that one's just...
And Hampshire. Hampshire is for our spring lamb, often referred to as Easter lamb.
One taking a nap.
Oh, that little. What's the difference between you and she? That's the Easter.
He's gonna wake up this morning.
Now, the most unusual I have to show you, everybody, is the variety called Jacob. Jacob sheep go back to biblical times. The two-colour wool is expensive with those who do hand-knit sweaters. Double horns on a Jacob sheep are natural. It's their nature to grow them. I'll do my best to present it to you accordingly if you bear with me. With the horns at the back, everybody, is Dorset. Very fashionable Australia, New Zealand lamb.
I have enough sheep. He's moving to a different place so people can see him, right? That's what he's doing. I think they just moving around.
It's still naturally grows.
Moving. Sit it now. See, he's picked up the stick in the front.
He doesn't mind pausing. He gets paid twice what the others get.
Beautiful. Take
Look over this way, buddy.
it from this angle.
The little brown, everybody, is called Soy. S-O-A-Y. They're a variety that go back to the Vikings. At 5 years old, we're fully grown here. And because we have much bigger sheep, they are not commercially popular Soy.
Hi, Zoe. That's a little thing.
Now in Ireland we have many varieties of sheep. We have one native called the Galway.
The Galway.
And back in our history, before the Aran sweater was ever heard of, the families who lived in the Aran Islands would come to the mainland, buy the wool of the Galway sheep to make what was known as the fisherman's sweater. Each family had their own pattern, i.e. the boxes and the buttons. Now don't forget, everybody, tourism in Ireland was practically non-existent until after the Second World War. You could take to the air and you could fly on vacation. As people visited the west of Ireland, they marvelled at these sweaters and they wanted them for souvenirs. Now you didn't just walk in a shop and buy one, because that didn't yet exist. You went to the families that produced the pattern of your liking, they measured you up, you paid them, and you went home. A couple of months later you received your sweater in the post. Now in modern times, everybody, wool is graded in microns. Like length is measured in feet and inches and centimetres and metres and so on. And for example, if the wool of that variety and this variety were close in micron to that, then that's what will go to make your sweater. But that's our original sheep called the Galway sheep, and that is original Aran sweater wool. As you can see, everybody, it's typical Irish, easily led. Any questions over any of my sheep before we move?
Is he older?
It would be the oldest one here.
Oh, okay.
I'll impose on somebody close to the door, slide it to your left hand entirely, and we can go in.